Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of Ask the Expert. Today, we are going to learn how we can watch webinars at your leisure with MyHeritage and Legacy or Family Tree webinars. I'm pretty sure somebody will have something to say about this. My name is Daniel Horowitz, and I'm the genealogy expert at MyHeritage. You probably already know me. If you are attending these sessions, these sessions every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you are new, well, welcome also to you. Both all the new people have the opportunity to ask questions as we speak. You have a question button right on the panel. Feel free to communicate with me through there. Write your comments, write your questions as we go. I will keep an eye on that, and if not, at the end, I promise we will go over all the questions. So you already know me, probably, but today I have a surprise because we cannot talk about webinars if I don't bring the master of the webinars, the one and only Mr. Jeff Rasmussen. So Jeff, how are you?
Well, I'm thinking that watermelon looks really good, Daniel. Love the picture.
Oh yeah, people know already that cemeteries are great, are my passion, are my preferred places. They have a lot of information about our relatives over there.
Well, yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks, Daniel. Should I switch this over here? And
Yes, yes, please. I invite you here because I wanted to hear from you, from the master. What about family tree webinars? How we can view webinars over there, and what do you have for us?
good. Well, Daniel, I know that we all have a little bit more time at home these days, and it's been enjoyable. But we still have lots of ancestors to find, and so after we've Googled our ancestors, I mean, isn't that the first place we go and we just type their name in and we either find them or we don't? And we head to MyHeritage also, but it's also there's a time where learning from the family tree experts should be part of our toolbox. So that's where familytreewebinars.com can help. Right now, there's more than 1,200 classes taught by 270 plus presenters there, and there's more than 100 left on the schedule for the rest of this year. And the good thing is they're available anytime from your computer, your tablet, your phone, your TV. Uh, I've noticed, uh, comparing this year to last year, Daniel, that there's a 258% increase in the viewing of genealogy webinars. And so this is showing that we really are seeking to learn how to find our ancestors, and you can do it from anywhere. Now, so the website's familytreewebinars.com, and if you're hoping to learn, excuse me, a little bit about organization, well, there's a good collection of classes up there. You can learn from Denise Levenick on the 7 steps to managing our digital files. You can learn how to organize your online life from Lisa Louise Cook. Well, if your ancestors take you to the country of Germany, we've got a good collection there as well. In fact, just this week, we learned from Jim Beidler. Next week, we'll learn from Teresa McMillan. And we've got a good collection of classes in the library. There's 24 of them already. In a recent, excuse me, my voice is not doing so well today. In a recent webinar, I polled our audience and asked them if they had German ancestors, and 94% of them said yes. And then I asked them a follow-up question. I asked them if they had searched the German farm histories. Well, only 2% in that audience had. Well, the German farm histories are really important, And so after the live webinar, these are the kind of comments that the attendees were writing in. So these webinars really are helpful. So 2 different ways to watch. One is to watch the webinar live, just like we're doing here today. Or if you can't catch the live, then you can watch the recording. So if you head up to the upcoming webinar section of the site, this lists all of the upcoming webinars there, and you can just click that register button, and then you'll be able to attend. You can watch them from your living room. Nice feature about the live webinars is you can ask questions, just like you can do here today. And we always have door prizes. And every Wednesday, that's when we have the live series at familytreewebinars.com. But we also host the webinar series for BCG, for MyHeritage, which is every other Tuesday. And we have the Down Under series, which is the first, well, it's noon on the first Wednesday of each month, Sydney time. And they're broadcast in 11 languages. Yeah, we do have the top genealogists and speakers in the world, and you can browse to find your favorite. So you can watch them live, or like I mentioned, if you can't catch the live show, the recordings are available online, and they're always free for the first week. And then afterwards, they end up in the webinar library, where you can watch them anytime with a webinar membership. So up at the website, if you hover over the webinar library menu, you can view them by date or category or presenter or various other ways. Or you can just kind of browse and look at various topics. Or on the where'd that go? On the browse menu here in the upper left, this will just show you the list of various categories. And if you're looking at software as an example, you could see that you can learn about Evernote or Excel or Facebook or Word or Photoshop Elements. If you browse under methodology, you can learn about brick walls, finding the living, finding females, and so on. And military records, you can learn about various wars. Also, there's a whole collection of members-only bonus webinars that are not held live, but they do appear in the member area. And also, webinars are closed captioned, the recordings of the webinars. And those captions, they usually appear within 1 or 2 days after the live event. So if you need that, then those are available. We've also just introduced the Tech Zone, and viewers love this. Maybe the best out of everything on the site. They love this because the videos, they're short, they're all about tech. They're available at no additional charge to members, and every Friday we release a brand new one. And here's just a shot of some of the recent ones. This 3 ways to use Gmail smarter. People are just digging that one up, using TechSmith's Snagit to capture screenshots. So if you just have a quick question, you can come and view these. These are just some of the comments that viewers are sharing with us, where they can just view and learn from home. They're available anytime, and Anne really likes that. And Norm says that his webinar membership is one of the keys to his successful genealogy. So they're all free to attend the live webinars. They're all free for the first week, so you can watch them as often as you want to. And there's information there about webinar membership. So just a real quick overview, Daniel. We can go and browse the site, or I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Well, yeah, definitely, Jeff. Thank you very, very much for that introduction. But people know here that I like to show and tell, right?
Good.
So let me show you and go straight to Family Tree webinars. And I have placed that URL and a few more that we are going to be talking about in a minute on the chat. And it's familytreewebinars.com/myheritagewebinars, because here you will be able to see all the webinars that are held by MyHeritage people in all the languages. And right now, Jeff, I think we're doing 10 lectures. You know what? We're going to count it in a second. But here
Okay.
you have the upcoming webinars in all the languages, and I see that the next one is what, French, and then you have English, and then another webinar, and I can just browse to the German ones or to the Finnish ones. Below that, you have the webinar library with all the past webinars from MyHeritage, and you can notice the blue big button that says free. So MyHeritage webinars are free always. So they are there for you to enjoy at any point in time. And as Jess was saying, you have up here the menu of the upcoming webinars when you can see all of them, or the ones by language. As a Spanish speaker, I have to go to the Spanish one just to demonstrate to you. And you will see here very fast the upcoming Spanish webinars. We're doing once or twice a month in the different languages. And if you missed one of the webinars, you can go to the library, and this is where Jeff was showing us that I can go by category or by presenter, or to view all the free ones. And you have a lot over there also free, not only the MyHeritage ones, the Tech Zone, that also Maria was saying that is one of her preferred areas here. And the very last option, again, it's by language. And you were talking about German, so let's go there to the German ones, and I will be able to see all the webinars that you had in German right here. And you know what I discovered, Jeff, right a couple of minutes ago when I was preparing to
What's
navigate
that?
your website, is that I can view this in a list form or in the I don't know how do you call this, like
Oh,
mosaic,
a grid, I think.
the grid, the mosaic, yes. So it's great because I can see more webinars per page, and I can scroll down and see all what you have over there. So yeah, another thing I noticed, and I heard about this already for a month, but I didn't have the time to go, is that Jeff is giving us one webinar for free a day, right? During the month of May. So every day you have up here in this yellow bar, and you can click and watch today's webinar. And every day it's a different one, right, Jeff?
Yes, yeah, we're unlocking them from the members area, and these are the classes that people just love the most, and it's been really rewarding to see how many people are taking advantage of this right now.
Excellent. So all you need to do is click watch free, right? I don't even need
Yeah.
to log in.
No? Yeah, just click watch.
Okay, so you click watch and you enjoy the webinar. So you will have plenty of time during all this month of May to view these webinars that Jeff has placed here for you. Now, another place where you can see the webinars that MyHeritage does for you is in the knowledge base. Education.myheritage.com, and you're probably already familiar with this as well. So we have a lot of material, but today I would like to point out the webinars, which in the homepage is right here in the middle area. We're always going to tell you the recent webinars that we released, and you may remember that just a couple of days ago we had this Ask the Experts with 5 tips for managing DNA, so it's already there for you to view. And also we have some past webinars that we are releasing at least once a week, and here we will also let you know about the next webinar coming up, or you can view the full schedule, and this will open Family Tree webinars directly under the MyHeritage page, and you will see all the upcoming webinars. As you see here, we have Marie Carpat, we have Ilan Melchior, we have Janet Hoverka, James Tanner, Silvia da Silva. We have all the people, the interesting people here in MyHeritage or MyHeritage friends that are willing to share their knowledge with you. So now you know, and you have plenty of options to watch webinars during all these days that you should be staying at home and staying safe. Now, let me go very fast through our usual announcements. The first one, we were still on time to enjoy those US yearbooks, but this time not only free, but in color. MyHeritage took the technology of in color and colorized all those black and white yearbooks from the United States. How do you do to enjoy it? Just go to www.myheritage.com/yearbooks. Jeff, did you already saw your yearbook in color?
Oh, I absolutely have, and I found my grandmother, and so that was neat to see. But I was looking at and it was in full color, and I'd never seen that before. But on the next page, it kind of startled me what I saw because, and this was 1950, I believe. Daniel, I actually thought that I saw a picture of myself, and then I looked at the caption, and it was actually my grandfather, and so it was amazing to find him, but also in full color. I'd never seen it that way before.
I am almost jealous that I didn't study in the United States, so my yearbook is not there, but I would say yet. So,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead, find yourself or your relatives in this collection. Also, I would like to remind you that we just updated, we just refreshed our theories of family relativity. So, right now, you should go into the DNA, well, after this ends, of course, you should go to the DNA matches page, and hopefully you will have a new banner saying that MyHeritage found a new theory of family relativity to show you how you are connected to your DNA match. We are keeping this Ask the Expert sessions every Tuesday and Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I already also gave you the link in the chat. Those are the titles that we're going to be addressing in May, and by tomorrow, and this is another surprise, we're full of surprises today. By tomorrow, in this same URL, you should have over there the subjects or titles for June, because we are going to keep doing the Ask the Expert in June. I already mentioned the Knowledge Center, so I'm going to skip this just to go straight to invite you to follow me, like me, or stalk me on social media. Those are all the addresses that you will need for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or even my personal website over there if you want to know more a little bit myself. So go ahead, feel free, and feel free also to share this with other people as well, both the calendar for the Ask the Experts or my contacts without any problem. So we are arriving to the part where I thank you all for being here. If you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer. I have a backup because Jeff is still over there in the backgrounds to answer any question that you can throw to me and I may not know. I do see Judy has a question, actually a very long one, and I already read it, so I'm going to try to summarize the question. Judy is using legacy family tree software. And the problem that she has is that every time that she uploads a JetCom to MyHeritage, all the smart matches, record matches, and all the technology of MyHeritage kicks again, and she lose all what she did before, and she's moving that into a JetCom from legacy to MyHeritage. So her question is how she can work better with this. So Judy, the answer is actually very simple, and I am very happy that I have Jeff here as a backup. Instead of uploading from legacy to MyHeritage, you need to go the other way around. Keep MyHeritage as your main repository and then download a JetCom to legacy. Jeff, please correct me if I'm wrong, but if I import a JetCom into legacy into a project already created, legacy will be able to merge or to detect that this is updates only and only bring the new information?
I think that's uh, now it is pretty simple to download the data from MyHeritage and import it into Legacy. As far as detecting the updates, now right now you'd have to just probably import into a new family file.
Okay,
And
but
and I
still,
think like
go ahead.
yeah, I think what another thought for Judy is if she's wanting to keep both her desktop and MyHeritage in sync, the Family Tree Builder software, which I saw you're going to be talking about next Tuesday, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
is a good alternative as well, and that makes it real simple to be able to synchronize and go back and forth. But yeah, like Daniel said, do have your data in one master place, and then you could push it to other places where you can take advantage of other tools.
Yes, actually, Judy asked also if she should use Family Tree Builder, but if she likes Legacy, I wanted her to stick with Legacy. But again, even if you don't detect the differences and you create a new project in Legacy, you will not lose all the matches and all the connections that MyHeritage have done if you work, as I said, the other way around.
That's
So
right.
Betsy is asking, does Legacy 9 includes webinar access? I think that's totally different, right?
Yeah, the legacy software is a unique tool, and then the webinar access at Family Tree Webinars, that's a separate tool as well. The webinars do teach about using the legacy software. That's just one of the many things that it does teach, but they are separate.
Okay, so now you know, Betsy. And Mariah is asking about the yearbooks collection. And it's very easy. It's myheritage.com/yearbooks, but I already put that link also in the chat if you would like to just copy it from there. Okay, so I don't see any more questions around here, which is kind of unusual. You're being quite a quiet audience today. I'm gonna leave you just a couple more of seconds because sometimes we go over a couple of minutes, and it seems that today we're going to cut a little bit short for a couple of minutes, and that is all right, because if you remember any question after we finish the webinar, you can always go to myheritage.com/help and find over there all the answers to your questions. And if not, education.myheritage.com will bring you again a lot of webinars and a lot of information for you to review and learn. Jeff, I would like to give you a huge thanks for being here with me today. I really hope your voice and your throat will improve with time. Please take very good care of that voice. Betsy is asking, will there be a webinar on how to keep formats of saved records up to date? Audio, USB, DVD, etc. Well, Betsy, I don't have that subject for June, but you know what? I'm going to include it in July, and we will try to do our best to answer and bring you an Ask the Expert about formats of records. Yeah, we can do one of that. Not a problem. If you have any ideas also, and I have learned from the master, so as soon as this webinar ends, you will find a survey in your browser. Please feel free to tell me how we are doing, and if you have any comments, any suggestions, any future subjects that you would like us to talk about. For all of you, again, thank you very, very much for being here. Jeff, any final words?
Oh, it's a great day to find an ancestor, Daniel.
I totally agree with you. So please, everybody, stay safe. And as my good friend says, just do genealogy. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Daniel.